Morning guys, new week, it's a new day and it is Monday. Monday? Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible busy days.
We are en route to first viewing of the day and today's been productive so far. So we shall keep it up. We'll see what this one's saying today. I'm quite confident on this one if I'm honest, because the comparables on the same street were pretty good. So an offer, 95% sure an offer will be going in today on this one. But I'll keep you guys updated. Sorry about the wobbly.
Bad roads.
Bad UK roads as per usual. But yeah, I will catch you when I'm at the viewing. Noon guys. We are en route to second viewing of the day.
Monday.
Yeah, still Monday. Jesus. Yeah, this one I'm looking forward to a lot more. Another HMO self-contained potential. Yeah, so I'll try and do a recap of what they are and what the end values are and refurbs and stuff like that later. But for now, I'll see you when I'm there. Oh, just a quick note on the first viewing this morning. I wasn't able to take a video because it was tenanted. But obviously when the house is sold, the tenants are moving out. But it was fun, that viewing was this morning. I'll fill you in more on it later. Evening guys, it's that time of the week again where I go through my viewings this week, do a little bit of an talk over them, and you'll see me magic up into the corner and get out of the way, shall we say. So again, you will see me looking down just because I'm going through the viewings just so I can see what I'm talking about. So the first viewing, right, so this next one was in Wolverhampton. We start off in the back garden, and again you can tell that it's quite a big garden. The goods well overgrown. This was another situation where the father had gone into a care home. So yeah, they was just looking for money to fund it. It was a 3-bed, 3-reception room, which had great potential of being a HMO. Now the only thing that let it down was the let it down to potentially get it up to a 7-bed HMO, but the rooms were huge. It had such big potential. It was just a shame on the situation with the parking. It was in Wolverhampton. It was on the market for 215,000, and it was dated, but you could tell it had a hell of a lot of potential to do up. You could even do it as a flip if it was more of a residential property, not as a investment, because there was no comparables in the area that would have achieved that value that you would have needed it at. This property did sell 3 or 4 weeks prior, and then the buyer that was buying it just fell off the face of the earth. There wasn't answering to the estate agents, there wasn't interested, and also they just got an email saying that the buyer's pulled out. So, bit of a shame, but it may be a good opportunity for us, so you never know. I'll obviously keep you updated on these. Yes, it's Thursday. I know this one's already had my first offer rejected. The one that I recorded that was in Rowley Regis, they says that they did have offers of over the asking price. But I says my numbers are my numbers. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm sticking.
This is a sticker. Reach for the sky.
I'm not going to up it just off your say so. it's one of those because you don't know if they're trying to play you or not. But yeah, start off in what was the kitchen. Now the kitchen was small, and then it goes into the first like dining room, reception room. But there was a wall partition. So my idea with it was obviously looking at self-contained or HMO was to more self-contained than anything was to knock that wall out. That be one room with kitchenette with ensuite with their living area, and this was. Oh, was it a living room? No, this is the bedroom. Okay, so we went upstairs and we come back downstairs. Yes, that was one of the bedrooms. Through the hallway, which you can tell is a considerable size, and into the second bedroom. Yeah, another good sized bedroom, and then I believe we go up the step and into the bathroom. Now this bathroom was a good size, to be fair. Again, would have been one of those, like I said, with a Dudley property, just cutting it in half and spreading it, sharing it with the 2 rooms either side. We go into the master bedroom, which was massive. Again, with some rejigging of the walls and some rejigging of the landing and stuff like that. Yeah, you would have got some sort of an extra bedroom, so that's where the 7-bed would have come in. Yes, you did see down the radiator again, and off downstairs, lovely floor tiles, if I'm honest. And then we're into the second reception room. Again, another good size. Yeah, a great size for another bedroom, to be fair. And then into the main reception room. Again, new fuse board. So guys, morning, it is Tuesday, and things are getting done this week. Things are getting done hard. Morning, as you can tell, I'm outside walking, listening to podcasts, so motivation and more knowledge is being taken in, and I think this is me personally, my prime time to intake of this knowledge, and listening to podcasts, listening to YouTube videos as I'm walking, and then it'll be get back, finish off the workout, and continue more consumption of knowledge. So it'll be more YouTube videos, a bit more podcasts, and then I'll get onto property searching this morning. Property searching, and then I've got a viewing later. I submitted one offer yesterday, so I'm just waiting for that to come back, hopefully today, and then I'm just waiting on a decision on another one that I offered on last week. I got told by the agent that we need to be at a certain price for it to be accepted, so we'll see how that one goes, but I'll keep you guys updated first. But for now, I need to get this walk on the go, so we'll catch you later. Yeah, I'm recording. Afternoon, guys. It is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Jesus. Me and my days recently have been terrible. We are on the way to another viewing.
Another one.
In the Dudley area again. And this one could be an absolute corker, shall we say. I'll explain the numbers later. I didn't do the breakdown yesterday. What I'll do is something like I did last week, where I'll sit there majority of the day breaking them all down. But we've got about 25 minutes till we get there, so rather than you listening to me for 25 minutes, I will catch you when I'm at the viewing, or when I'm a bit closer, or if there's something to update you on. So for now, ta-da!
One eternity later.
This one was in Rowley Regis. From what I could get from the agent was that the vendor had gone into a hole. So an awful situation, really. But there wasn't no mention of that it had gone to any grandchildren, children, or anything. So my belief is that it was just being dealt with a solicitor. So this one was in Rowley Regis, and as you can see, so we start off in the living room. As you can see, it's quite dated. That old hatch with glass in the mirror.
Come on, spit it out, man.
Yeah, in the wall. It was a black viewing, so there was a few people there as well. This is the second living room. This house was very weirdly set out, because as you can see, we're gonna...
I tricked you, Wolverina.
No, not yet. We're going upstairs first. This house smelt horrendous, and we think there was a cat there. There was a cat out on the street that's trying to get into the house. So, bathroom, dated, different coloured bath and sink. Into, probably say, bedroom 1 and 2 are pretty much the same size. Yeah, there we go. It stinks. So yeah, it's one of those, just one of those situations. Pretty awful. Into a very, very bright pink bedroom now. Yeah, that in the house overall had massive potential. It was just a shame with what had happened there, but had great potential. You know, into the box room, you can see windows needed changing. The wardrobes would obviously need removing. It was all good deep wardrobes as well. So back downstairs now, and I think I'm going to go into the conservatory, which was also the kitchen, weirdly enough. I have no idea why it was set out like this, but yeah. So into the kitchen, very weird. The roof would need changing on the conservatory by the looks of it. That was a job in itself. And then this must have been the old kitchen, but then was being used as a utility room. So not sure, not 100% sure anyway. But it all seemed a part of the conservatory, which you can kind of see there. Me dodging someone. Garden was massively overgrown. It was a pretty big garden as well. So it was a big job, that was. Couldn't quite say. Oh, zoom into the chimney. You can see the windows, and you could catch a glimpse of the conservatory roof there. Back through, there's a little downstairs. It was just me getting the boiler. Little downstairs toilet. It was obviously for the old gent that was living there. All the electrics looked like there was in there. But you could tell just by walking around, some of the electrics were in the skirting board itself. That was just a nightmare. Well, that would have been a nightmare. So now, we're in the garage here. Good sized garage. Could do a garage conversion. Could utilise it as storage. Could utilise it as many things really. However the investor would want to go forward with it. Many options with that garage there, if I'm honest. And then we also found this little side passage down the garden. Didn't realise it until I'd come out of the house actually. Nice little size. It had a little shed and stuff like that. I didn't get much because there weren't much to show around there. But overall, this house was great. No signs of damp. It would have just needed a complete rip out. And yeah, that's all it would have needed. But it was just an unfortunate event that the stench may have got into the floorboards. Tell that it was down to cats. And it was probably the cat that was wandering around the property. Morning guys, it's Wednesday and it is deal sourcing day. Well, it is, I say deal sourcing, it's more property searching. Deal sourcing is when it's been complete. So I've come up with the analogy of. Yeah, so this week so far has been going good. There's been about 4 or 5 properties that are heavily in the pipeline, a few that have already been passed over to the deal sourcing team. So we'll just see we'll see how those go. I think personally they're good. One, as I've already mentioned last week, is a HMO self-contained flat. This week I've been told by the agent what the vendors will accept. That's always a positive. I've been approached by an agent about a property that's in Birmingham that is a massive investment. So I've spoken to a few people about that just to see if they're interested. And one property I thought was great, but it turns out that one of their reasons, or one of their things behind the planning permission being accepted for HMO self-contained units is regarding parking. So that might not be so much of a go forward with, but I'll keep you updated on that one. I'm still going to break down all the viewings that I've done so far this week. As I said, I'll just spend probably Thursday or Friday. I mean, today's Wednesday. Thursday or Friday, and I'll just sit there for a solid hour, and then I'll just do the videos like I did last week. Just talking over the viewings. Don't worry, it won't be an hour's long, just worth of viewings and shit. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that for you. We've got a viewing or two Thursday, and I think we've got a viewing on Friday, but I'm not 100% sure. But you'll see the many viewings that I do anyway. I'll just probably not show the ones that I don't think were. Yeah, so just think it's probably just wasting your time as well as my own time. Time's valuable, people. So yeah, I'm off to the office today with TT and that. Just to see what I can find, and yeah, bar that, we're in for another cracking day. So I am ready. I've got a good 40 minutes till I get there. So I will catch you later. Evening, guys. How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, just want to give you a small update. Yeah, so today was at deal sourcing office. We have in the pipeline an extra 6 or 7 houses. 3 of them were just to keep an eye on them because they have massive potentials. Comparables were almost there, but speaking to the agents, yeah, some of them were just to keep an eye on them. Just because the comparables were almost there, but after speaking with the agents, they wouldn't come down to where I would need them to be. So a bit of a shame, but it's one of those things. At the moment, just a Zoom call with the High Performance Academy team, Sean Davis, Luigi Newton, and all the members. So looking forward to that one. I think they've got Sean Land on tonight, so I'll try and catch some small clips of it, and yeah, I'll see you later. Guys, let me know something. So this weekly is not going to be, or shouldn't be, as long as it has been. And just trying to shorten it down a little bit, because I just feel like sometimes they can be a little bit too long from me waffling on. But yeah, in the comments down below, just let me know what you think. Do you prefer them being a little bit longer? Do you prefer them being a bit shorter? Or would you rather them be in the middle? But yeah, let me know, guys. Afternoon, guys. We are on Thursday. I had a rough day yesterday. I wouldn't say mentally, because mentally is not the right word, but headspace was messed up. I just needed some time to myself yesterday, so I think it's kind of been the same thing all week round. Bit of bad news here and there, but I just have to pick myself back up and get on with it. I have gone to a few viewings this week, not as many as what I'd planned on going to, which is a bit of a shame, but hey, these weeks come along when you least expect them, and yeah, these things happen. So we get up, we crack on, we move on. Yeah, the viewings that we've been to have had absolute phenomenal potential, but the vendors just aren't willing to move.
You're very stubborn people.
And I seem to be finding this trend within the Midlands that they get told that their house is being valued at 270k, and that's just what they stick to. I'm like, no, I want 270. And I actually trialed something the other day, so I looked on Facebook. I know it's not the most ideal place to look, let's face it. I just thought, it might get me in contact with some direct to vendors and stuff like that. So I went onto Facebook and I dropped a few messages. And I'd messaged this one person about a 3-beds terraced. And I was like, my name's Jay Scott, I'm an investor in the area, and I've seen your house on for sale. Like, can we arrange a viewing? And the reply back to me was, I'm not interested in investors unless you're going to give me what I'm asking for it. No, not below. It is worth, and I want what I'm asking for it. It was like 150k. Yet the end value was like 165. So it clearly wasn't a deal. I needed it for probably like 120, which I know is probably still a big ask when you're asking for 30k off a 150k house. But the benefit of direct to vendor, she had it on no portals, no Zoopla, no Rightmove, Purple Bricks, nothing. So I was just like, okay. But one thing I have learnt this week is you have to look after yourself. And obviously, family, friends to a degree. Because no one else is going to look after you. Your workplace isn't going to look after you. Your workplace only looking after themselves. Work colleagues only look after themselves, but 99% of the time. So yeah, just look after yourself is the one thing I can say. Apologies about my hair. It is all over the shop today. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the wife to come back from the sunbeds. As it's something that she wanted to start doing. And then I am back home, food, and doing some more property searching. But I'm widening my area now, so I'm venturing more into up northeast, northwest way. So, and obviously you might see me over in the East Midlands as well. So I'm just trying to broaden my spectrum as I'm finding everything in and around Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Dudley, just everything that's local really is just very much stubborn. Like, here's another perfect example. So the agent that messaged me about the house that I've got secured, and it's just still going through the processes. I seen a house that they had for sale, had great potential, had a good end value of 375, and I thought if I can potentially get another 10, 15, 20k knocked off this price, it was up for 270, so if I can get 20k knocked off this price, it's phenomenal. It allows you to do the extension that I was planning. It allows you to do more works to it. The house looked solid. It just obviously needed renovating. And so yeah, so the purchase price was 270 and the end value was 375 as long as you've done this over the garage dormer extension kind of thing to get an extra bedroom into it. And I just thought this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I spoke to the agent, and she said, unfortunately, they won't accept below 270. They had one offer of 260, got rejected, and every time I've spoke to anyone about the house since, I've just told them that they're not negotiable. They want 270. So it kind of gives you some spectrum of what I'm dealing with around here. Northwest is obviously cheaper, maybe a little more negotiable, and just all round better. So I'm going to start venturing about a little bit more. So great content, because then you guys get to see me out and about, different accent, just being a little more active out there. A few nights away maybe on the cards as well, but we shall see about that. The wife's an independent travel agent, so we get some discounts. But yeah, but for now, she's due back out any minute now, so I will catch you in a bit, guys. Guys, just recording the outro. Today's been a bit of one of those rocky weeks. A bit of a rocky week for myself. But as you'll see, the transition start to happen. As you can tell, I'm already brighter within myself. I'm already a lot more happy. Happier, not a lot more happy. So yeah. Thanks everyone for the support. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below for anything that you guys want to ask, want to know. I'm all open for questions. I will reply to as many and everyone more than likely. So yeah, ask away, guys. I will catch you next Sunday at 6 PM. See ya. Ta-da a bit.